We live in a world overflowing with polished words, yet trust feels harder than ever to find. Psalm 5 confronts the danger of flattering speech and hidden decay, while pointing me toward a needed contrast. In the midst of unreliable words, I am drawn again to the light of the one who is the way, the truth, and the life.
Psalm 5 verse 9. There is nothing reliable in what they say. Their inward part is destruction itself. Their throat is an open grave. They flatter with their tongue.
There are days when Psalm 5 verse 9 feels less like an ancient prayer and more like a running commentary on the world in front of me. David's description of people whose words cannot be trusted resonates loudly because I have seen it lived out, not just on screens and headlines, but sometimes uncomfortably close to home. I have known people whose speech sounded smooth and reassuring while their intentions were anything but. The verse forces me to admit that this is not merely a problem out there. It is a human problem rooted in the heart. When David speaks of unreliability, inward destruction, and flattering tongues, he is not simply critiquing poor communication. He is exposing a moral fracture. Words become tools for manipulation rather than truth-telling. The imagery is jarring because it is meant to be. Speech that should give life instead conceals decay. In the Psalm's broader context, David is appealing to God as a righteous judge who sees through appearances, even when human society cannot, or will not. That is why I sometimes think this verse belongs permanently in my line of sight, like a warning banner beneath every device I use. The sheer volume of voices today makes discernment exhausting. Politics, media, and the endless web of commentary often reward persuasion over honesty. The old joke about knowing that someone is lying because their lips move lands uncomfortably close to reality, not because it is funny, but because it reflects widespread cynicism born of repeated disappointment. Yet Psalm 5 does not leave me stuck in suspicion. It drives me toward contrast. Against deceptive speech stands the one who identifies himself as the way, the truth, and the life. Where others use words to conceal, he uses words to reveal. I find myself drawn toward that light because it exposes falsehood without destroying hope. In that light, I am not only warned about others' speech, but also invited to examine my own. Truth does not merely inform me. It frees me, reorienting my trust away from flattering voices and toward the God who speaks without deceit. And that is my thought for today. God bless and have a great day.